Okay, Jared here from UtahMotorcyclist.org. Gonna do a quick walk around of my 2006 Kawasaki Nomad, as requested by one of the blog followers. Starting here in the front, we have a Hoppe Industry fairing. The model is the Quadzilla, I believe is how they pronounce it. And then looking at these auxiliary lights, these are the Kawasaki Fire and Steel light bar. And these turn signal lenses and bezels, these are Kuryakyn products. Going down to the front wheel here, we have these axle spikes, our product I make, and which are available at the blog UtahMotorcyclist.org. I think they're priced right around $50 is where I have them. And then as you back up, you'll notice the rotor is polished. I removed the powder coating and polished and buffed those by hand. And then also you'll notice here on the caliper and on the reflector that I've added just a few chrome miscellaneous pieces. Looking at the radiator grill, that's a product of a fellow Utahn, Marty, over at Irate Customs. Made that. Let's see if I can get a shot of this. I can't. There it is right there, Irate Customs. Check him out, great grills. He makes all different designs for all different bikes. So definitely check those out. Looking at the right side of the motor here, this air intake is made by Joe Norris at Chuckster Customs. Phenomenal product, especially when you're comparing it to a Barron's or a Hypercharger. It's about a third of the price and provides the same amount of performance gains. Looking at the highway pegs and the floorboard covers and the brake pedal there, those are all Kuryakyn products. This chrome piece right here is a Kawasaki Fire and Steel water pump cover, and then also, you know, a Fire and Steel oil cap. This chrome piece right here is actually off of the end of the OEM grip, and it just pushes right onto that engine mount. Looking at the swing arm here, this chrome swing arm cover is actually made for the Kawasaki Mean Streak, but it fit onto the Nomad without any sort of problems. It fit right on. And then that cap right there on the swing arm nut is designed for the Vulcan 1500 Classic. It's an OEM piece on that bike, but it again fit on this bike without any sort of problems. This exhaust here is a Vance and Hines exhaust. I think they call them the dualies. Looking at the saddlebags here, we have the Kawasaki Fire and Steel top and bottom rails, and if you'll notice as well, I have shaved and cleaned up the saddlebag doors, removing the 3 lines and the divots that the lines sat into, and I filled them in when I painted the bike, which has been painted with House of Color products. It's a candy apple red. The base is gold, and then obviously the candy red. In between the candy and the base, I sprayed a few coats of medium to coarse metallics in an inner clear. The saddle here is a Mustang product. It's actually a 3-piece, has a backrest that usually sits right here, but I have it removed at the moment. The rear fender rack is for a Sportster 883, but again it mounted onto the Nomad without any sort of problems. Didn't have to drill or do anything to make that work. The same Kuryakyn lenses and bezels on the rear turn signals, and then this license plate is curved to match the rear fender, and also you'll notice there's no exposed hardware. Walking over here to the left side of the bike, that drive shaft cover is made for a Vulcan 1500 as well, but I was able to make it work. It did require some trimming and cutting, but nothing too difficult. Just a hacksaw or some tin snips or something like that should be able to take care of that and make it work for you. This chrome piece in between this line all the way back to the engine here is the Kawasaki Fire and Steel chrome inner engine cover, and then again matching the other side there. On this side we have the Kuryakyn toe and heel shifter covers and floorboard cover, and also the highway pegs. A few other chrome miscellaneous pieces. The choke knob is actually for a Harley axle cap, and that chrome cap right there is the other tip off of the OEM grips. Coming up to the handlebars here, they are 11-inch Santee, S-A-N-T-E-E dresser ape hangers. They did not require any new lines or cables. I routed all the electrical internally into the bars, and so I did have to lengthen those just a little bit, but nothing else required any sort of replacement or extension. The front brake line, this one right here, I did route to the back side of the triple tree just to give it a little bit more slack. It was a little bit tight, but that is it. Everything else has been left the same. I have a Kawasaki Fire and Steel speedometer cover there, key modification right there. These mirrors are the Arlen Ness Rad 2 mirrors. These master cylinder covers are made by Kuryakyn. Obviously you have the Kuryakyn grips with the spike tips to match the front axles. I've polished the levers. And I think that is about it. This is my 2006 Kawasaki Nomad. Just a quick walk around. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at utahmotorcyclist@gmail.com and check out my blog at utahmotorcyclist.org. Hey, thanks so much, guys. Bye.